how to write the number in simplest form, and we used the greatest common factor, right? The greatest common factor. So today we will talk about the same idea. So please bring your books and open it on page 187, and let's talk how do you simplify fractional factors by using the greatest common factor. So you'll remember together how to use the greatest common factor. Let's start with the first multiplication. So you have two ways here to simplify the multiplication between two fractions. So you have two ways, and you can here use any way you want. Okay? But I will tell you which one I prefer. So let's start with this multiplication. The first way, we will talk about how to simplify the product after you multiply the fractions by using the greatest common factor. So the first way is to simplify the product, and actually I didn't prefer this way because it will make the answer bigger and the numbers will be bigger and great, and it's easy. It's not easy for me to know the greatest common factor for numerator and denominator. So I didn't prefer this. I don't prefer this way. But let's talk, or let's find the answer by using this way. So if I want to multiply those fractions, and you remember yesterday I told you if you want to multiply two fractions, you have to multiply numerator and denominator. That means 2 multiply 7 equals 14, and 5 multiply 10 equals 50. So the answer for this multiplication will be 14 over 50. But this is the simplest form for the answer. You remember, your answer didn't count, or if you didn't write it in the simplest form. So I have to find the greatest common factor for numerator and denominator. What is the number that numerator and denominator able to divide on it? The greater number. So the greater number that each numerator and denominator able to divide on it, it's 2. So if you want to find the multiplies for 14, is 2 multiply 7. The multiplies for 50, if I want to find the multiplies for 50, it will be what? 2 multiply 5 multiply 5. So the greatest common factor for those numbers will be what? Will be 2, right? So both 14 and 50 able to divide on 2. So let's divide 14 on 2. The answer will be what? 7. And 50 divided 2 equals what? 50 divided 2 equals 25. So I'm waiting the answers, please, on the chat, girls. Thank you, Tolin. So the answer for this multiplication, or the simplest form for this multiplication, is 7 over 25. This is the answer. So this is the first way for this product. Let's find, or let's see another way. If I want to write it in another, or find the answer in another way. Yes, girls, if you have any question, please type it in the chat. Okay? Another way told me you can simplify before multiplying. Let's see. I prefer actually this way to find the answer because it will give you an easiest choice, or an easiest answer. First thing, I will multiply 2, or numerators 2 multiply 7, and denominators with each other. So let's multiply 2 by 7 and 5 by 10. Look, there is a numerator from the numerator here in the first fraction is 2. And the denominator in the second fraction is 10. And they are both able to divide on the same number. What is the greatest common factor for those numbers? Girls, if you have a question, please type it in the chat. Okay, type it, Jenna, please. Okay, type your question. So, both numerator from the first fraction and denominator from the second one able to divide on the same number. That's mean 2 and 10, this 2. The numerator from the first one and the denominator from the second one able to divide on what? On the same number. What is the greatest common factor for 2 and 10? It's 2, right? Both numbers are able to divide on 2. I can divide 2 on 2 and 10 on 2. So I will here divide both 2 and 10 on 2. So if you divide 2 on 2, it will be 1. And 10 divided 2, it will be what? 10 divided 2, it will be 5, right? So you can divide both numbers on the same number. Why I will do this? So if you divide, if you divide 2 on 2, the answer will be 1. And 10 divided 2, the answer will be 5. Why I will do that? I will do that because, look, the numbers becomes smaller. That means this 2 becomes 2, 1, and this 10 becomes 5. So the numbers becomes smaller. Now, if I multiply 1 with 7, the answer will be 7. And 5 multiply 5, the answer will be 25. So here, look, the answer will be in the simplest form, 7 over 25. So no need here to divide the numerator and denominator on the same number because the number in simplest form. So the strategy told me that you can divide both numerator from the first fraction and denominator from the second one on the same number. If you can find a greatest common factor for both numbers, you can divide those numbers on the greatest common factor and make the numbers smaller. So when the numbers become smaller, the multiplication will be easy for me. Okay, now someone maybe will ask me, teacher, can I use this for also 7 and 5? Yes, you can use 7. You can use this strategy also for 7 and 5. But here 7 and 5 don't have any greatest common factor, right? I can't divide 7 and 5 both on the same number, so I can use this strategy. So just if you have a greatest common factor between the numerator from the first fraction and denominator from the second, you can divide both numbers on the same number and make the numbers easy or smaller for you. So the answer for this will be 7 over 25. Okay, I'll write it again. Girls, focus with me. I will repeat the same steps on the second exercise. Okay? It's the same idea. In the last lesson. Last lesson I talked about the greatest common factor and how to find the simplest form for any fraction. Now let's move to the second example, which is here on page 88. So let's move to page 88, girls. And I want to use this strategy how to find the simplest form before multiplication. So this strategy will help me to make the numbers easy. The multiplication will be easy. Okay, Manal, why you didn't tell me last lesson? Okay, you can go to the platform and watch the lesson again. Let's multiply 5 over 8 and 14 over 15. Okay, I want to simplify before multiplying. Simplify before multiplying. How I will do that? Let's continue. If I want to find a greatest common factor between numerator from the first one and denominator from the second one, look, this is 5 over 8, multiply 14 and 15. I have to choose numerator and denominator. One from the first fraction and the other will be from the second one. Okay? So that's mean I can choose 5, this one, 5 and 15. The numerator from the first fraction and denominator from the second. There is a common factor or greatest common factor between those numbers. Thank you, Mariam. What is the greatest common factor? It's 5. Both 5. I will write it here for you. 5 over 8 multiply 14 over 15. Both numbers able to divide on what? Able to divide on 5. So I can divide both numbers on 5. So if you divide this number on 5, it will be what? This one will be 1, right? Divide this one on 5, it will be 1. And divide 15 on 5, it will be what? It will be 3. And this is what I make in the first step. So I divide both 5 and 15 on 5. So this 5 will be 1, and this 15 will be 3. What about 14 and 8? The numerator from the second exercise, or the second fraction, I'm sorry, and the denominator from the denominator from the first one. There is a greatest common factor between 14 and 8. Yes. Also, both numbers able to divide on 2. Excellent, girls. Both 14 and 8 able to divide on 2. So I can divide 14 and 8 on 2. So if you divide 14 on 2, the answer will be 7. And if you divide 8 on 2, the answer will be 4. Thank you, girls. So look, this will be 7 and this will be 4. Look, the fractions will be 1 in the numerator here, and in denominator I have 4. Here I have in numerator 7 and in denominator 3. So the numbers was 5, 8, 14, 15, and becomes 1, 4, 7, 3. Becomes smaller, right? So the multiplication will be easy for me. So now if you multiply 1 with 7, it will be 7, right? 4 multiply 3 equals 12. So the answer is 7 over 12, and the answer in simplest form. So here, no need to divide the numerator and denominator. So this strategy will help me to make the numbers easy and able to divide very easy. Okay? If you try to multiply those fractions without using this strategy, okay? If you try to multiply 5 with 14, then multiply 8 with 15, it will give you a hundredths number in the numerator and in the denominator. And you have to find the greatest common factor for numerator and denominator. So it will be so hard for me. But this way will make the numbers easy. Now let's move to the same page, 88. I will move to exercise A and B. I will use the same strategy. I will find, or here I will simplify before multiplying. This is page 88, okay? Okay. Let's start. 3 over 8 multiply 2 over 9. Girls, there is any greatest common factor between the 3 and 9, numerator from the first fraction and denominator from the second? Okay? There is any greatest common factor between them? What is the greatest common factor, Jana? Jana, what is the greatest common factor? Excellent. Thank you, Mariam, also. And thank you, Lamar. Excellent. The greatest common factor is 3. So I can divide both 3 and 9 on 3. Try to divide 3 on 3. 3 divided 3 equals 1. 9 divided 3 equals what? Equals 3. Thank you. Now, what is the greatest common factor between denominator here 8 and 2? Arwa, where are you, Arwa? What is the greatest common factor between 8 and 2, or 2 and 8? Where are you, Lina? What is the greatest common factor between 2 and 8? As the girls said, it will be 2. Thank you all. The greatest common factor is 2. So both numbers are able to divide on 2. Let's divide. 8 divided 2 equals 4. And 2 divided 2 equals 2. Sorry, 2 divided 2 equals 1. Sorry. Now look, the numbers become smaller. 1, 4, 1, 3. Now can I multiply it? Yes. 1 multiply 1 equals 1. 4 multiply 3 equals 12. Thank you, girls. So the answer is 1 over 12. So that's mean this is the simplest form. Let's do number B, or exercise B. In exercise B, let's see the first numerator. This is 4 and this is 12. The numerator from the first fraction and denominator from the second. What is the greatest common factor between 4 and 12? Okay? Thank you, girls. Excellent. It's 4, not 3, girls. It's 4. Because 4 not able to divide on 4. So both numbers are able to divide on 4. So if you divide 4 on 4, the answer will be 4 divided 4 equals 1. 12 divided 4 equals 3. Now, what about the fraction, the numerator from the second fraction, and the denominator from the first fraction? What is the greatest common factor? No, Jana, not 1. No, Mariam, no. There is greatest common factor, greatest. What is the greatest common factor? Who will know? Which the greatest number able to divide both numbers on it? No, girls, not 4 also. Can I divide 7 on 4? Very easy. This is 7. What is the multipliers for 7? 7, the multipliers for 7 is 1 multiply 7. So both numbers are able to divide on 7. So let's divide 7 on 7 equals 1. And 7 divided 7 equals 1. Now look, the numbers becomes very easy. 1 multiply 1 equals 1. 1 multiply 3 equals 3. So the final answer is 1 over 3. So very easy to find the answer if you simplify before multiplying. Okay, girls, I think you have 15 minutes, right? Okay, let's move to page 100. Not 100. let's move to page 89. Okay, page 89, and I want to find the answer for the first one. Who will help me from you? Where are you, Lena? Where are you, girls? Why you didn't share with me today? Where are you, Maria? So let's start. Find the product, simplify before multiplying. Find the product and simplify before multiplying. I'm waiting your answers on the chat, please. So here to find Farah, yes. Help me, Farah, please. Okay, let's see. Okay, where are you, Farah? Raise your hand. What's your name? Okay, yes, Farah. Now Farah will help me to find the answer for number 1. Yes, Farah. Here I want to divide 5 from the first fraction, the numerator, and the denominator from the second. What is the greatest common factor for 5 and 10?
5.
Excellent, Farah. So 5, if I want to divide it on 5, the answer will be what?
1.
Thank you. 10 divided 5 equals what?
2.
Thank you, Farah. Now, let's continue with Asma. Yes, Asma. Yes, dear. Now we will find the greatest common factor between 3 and 6. What is the number? Or what is the greatest common factor? For 3 and 6, very easy. It's no, Asma. Look, dear. 3 and 6 able to divide on which number? 3 and 6, dear. 3 and 6. Can I divide 3 on 6? Can I divide 3 on 8? Sorry, no. But both numbers able to divide on 3, right? I can divide 3 on 3, and 6 I can divide it on 3, right?
Yes.
Now let's find the answer. 3 divided 3 equals 1. That equals what? 3 divided 3?
1.
Thank you. Now 6 divided 3?
2.
Excellent. Thank you, Asma. Thank you. Let's continue with Jana. Yes, Jana. Open your mic, please, and let's multiply the numerator. 1 multiply 1 equals what?
1.
Thank you. 2 multiply 2 equals what?
4.
4. Thank you. So it will be 1 over 4. This is the simplest form, you think, for this fraction? You think this is the simplest form, Jana?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Jana. Thank you a lot. Let's continue with Jana Muhammad. Yes, Jana, dear. I want to solve exercise number 2. So open your mic, please, Jana. And let's see.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, dear. So I want you to give me the, I will write 3 over 4 first, multiply 5 over 9. So I want you to tell me what is the greatest, there is a greatest common factor between 3 and 9, the numerator here and the denominator right here.
Yes.
What is the greatest common factor?
3.
Thank you. Let's divide 3 on 3. It will be what?
1.
Thank you. 9 divided 3 equals what?
3.
Thank you. So thank you, Jana. Let's continue with Maryam. Yes, Maryam. Maryam, there is a greatest common factor between 5 and 4. Do you think there is a greatest common factor between those numbers?
No.
No. So I can't here find, or I have to do what here? I have to complete, right? Continue my multiplication. Now I will multiply 1 with 5. 1 multiply 5 equals what?
5.
Excellent, Maryam. 4 multiply 3 equals what?
12.
Thank you.
I'm not Maria. Maria.
Oh, I'm sorry, Maria. Okay. Now let's continue with number 3. I will choose another one. Please raise your hand, girls. Okay, raise your hand. I will choose now, Maryam. Now. It's Maryam. Now I will multiply, yes, Maryam. Now I will multiply 2 over 3 by 9 over 10. First thing, let's find or let's simplify the fractions together. Now, Maryam, can you tell me, there is a greatest common factor between the numerator from the first fraction and denominator from the second?
Yes.
What is the greatest common factor?
2.
Thank you, Maryam. That's right. So let's divide together. 2 on 2, it will be what?
1.
Thank you. 10 divided 2 equals what?
5.
Thank you. Thank you, Maryam. Let's choose Rina. Yes, Rina. Now, yes, Rina, open your mic. Yes, dear. Now, I want you to help me, Rina, to find the greatest common factor for the numerator in the second fraction and the denominator in the first fraction. What is the greatest common factor between 9 and 3?
9.
Again, Rina.
9.
No, again. Try again. Think about it. 3 and 9. Which number or those numbers able to divide on which number?
3.
Excellent, Rina. It's a 3. So if you divide 3 on 3, the answer will be? Yes. 3 divided 3, not multiply. 3 divided 3 equals 1.
It's equal to 1.
Now, 9 divided 3 equals? Yes, Rina. 9 divided 3 equals? 3.
3.
Thank you. Now, let's multiply together, Rina. The numerators together. 1 multiply 3 equals?
3.
3. And 1 multiply 5 equals 5. So the answer is 3 over 5. You think the answer in the simplest form, Rina, or not?
I don't know.
Look at the 3 and 5. You think this is the simplest form for the fraction? There is any number I can divide both numerator and denominator on it? What do you think, Rina? Can I divide 3 and 5?
I think yes.
Yes.
I think yes.
Yes, there is a number, or yes, this is the simplest form?
I think there is a number, another number.
There is a number I can divide 3 and 5 on it?
Yes.
What is the number, Rina? Okay, Rina, I think you don't have any number. You can divide 3 and 5 on it. So thank you, Rina. This is the simplest form, girls, okay? So the simplest form means I don't have any number I can divide both numerator and denominator on it. So when I find this fraction, that means I have the simplest form for this fraction. Let's move. I think we have 5 minutes also. So let's move to exercise. Okay. Let's move to exercise number 4. Okay. This is exercise number 4. No, not this. Okay, I'm sorry. This is exercise number 4. This is a problem, and let's solve this problem together. Okay, I think all of you finish, right? Now, I want someone to help me. Let's see, maybe Al-Jawhara will help me to solve problem number 4. After a picnic, Jawhara, are you with me? After a picnic, 5 over 12 of the cornbread is left over?
What fraction of the cornbread
Yes.
Val
Eats 3 over 5 of the leftover cornbread. Okay? What fraction of the cornbread does Val eat? So here what I have to do to know the amount that Val eat in the picnic. So what I have to do, I have to multiply the number of cornbread left over and the number or the fraction number here that Val eats or does Val eats. So I have to multiply 5 over 12 with 3 over 5. Okay. Now let's start Al-Jawhara. I want you to tell me between 5 in the numerator in the first fraction and the denominator in the second one, there is a greatest common factor between 5 and 5 or for 5 and 5?
Yeah.
What is the greatest common factor?
25.
No, I don't want you to multiply the numbers by each other. Now I want you to find the number that I can divide both those numbers on it. So 5 and 5, that means the greatest common factor is what?
1.
No, not 1. What is the multiplies for 5? 5, the multiplies for 5 is 1 multiply 5, right? And the 5 also, the next one in denominator, also 1 multiply 5. So that's mean both numbers have the same multipliers. So the greatest number is 5, right? Is 5. So the numbers able to divide on 5. Let's divide. 5 on 5 equals what?
5 on 5
Divide. Divided 5. Divided 5. 5 divided 5 equals?
25. 1.
Yes. Now this one also it will be?
1.
Also. Thank you. Jawhara. Thank you, dear. Okay, let's continue with Lena. Yes, Lena. Now I want you to give me, quickly Lena, because we have only 1 minute in the session, I want you to give me the greatest common factor for 3 and 12.
Okay, 3 is prime number. It will be 1.
That's mean the greatest common factor is?
1.
Again, Lena, it's not 1. Look, what is the multiplies for 3? And what is the multiplies for 12? The multiplies for 3, it will be 1 multiply 3, right? And the multiplies for 12, it will be 3 multiply 4. So what is the common factor between them? 3. So the greatest common factor is 3. Divide 3 on 3, it will be what?
1.
Thank you, Lena. 12 divided 3?
4.
Thank you. Now let's multiply together, Lena. 1 multiply 1 equals what?
1 multiply 1 equal 1.
4 multiply 1?
4.
Thank you. So the fraction is 1 over 4, and this is the amount that Val eats in the picnic. Okay, girls, we will stop here today.